DoorDash people, your boy C Moto, I am back. I just wanted to do a follow-up video on the previous video that I did in regards to the whole tipping before and tipping after the delivery. I did it from the perspective of the customer, so I want to show you what it looks like from the customer side. So what it is I ordered a DoorDash order, and I just wanted to show you. So I placed an order for myself so you guys can then understand and you can see exactly what it is I'm talking about in terms of adding a tip. Once they've placed the order or before they've placed an order, they can add a tip in the middle of the order, and then they can add a tip after the order. So the two screenshots that I am going to be showing you briefly in a moment, I just wanted to explain to you guys. Like I said, when they place the order, they're asked if they want to leave a tip. This is before it's even assigned to any driver. That's the pre-tipping without knowing about any driver. Then once a driver has actually been attached to the order, at that point, there is a screen that's showing them that such and such person is your driver and they're preparing the order and he is on his way or she is on her way to pick the order up. At that point, in the screenshot that I'm going to show you, you're going to see that there is an added area to add tip. They just tap it and they can add a tip once it's been assigned to the actual driver. And then at that point, the driver then picks it up, the driver drops it off at that point, and this is where that customer service part comes into place. Anything that you do in between you accepting the order and the customer knowing that it's you to dropping it off, that's your customer service window in terms of sending them any kind of messages or anything to assure them that their order is being taken care of. Like I said, a follow-up video just to show you guys. I personally ordered DoorDash myself. I normally don't really use a service like that because I have too many cars, too many vehicles, and I get up and go get my food myself. Plus all the extra fees and stuff, I think is just crazy, but whatever. The option is out there. It's a great thing for people that don't have vehicles. It doesn't matter if you do have a vehicle. It's something you want to pay for, fine. But come down to it, at the end, once you drop the order off, excuse me, that screen is still there, come like a ratings point at that time to rate the driver. And that's when I'm able to rate the driver, and then it still asks you, would you like to add an additional tip on top of anything else that you've given them, if you gave them anything at all. Maybe you didn't pre-tip them. Maybe you didn't tip them in the middle of the order. Maybe something happened along the whole order process that at the end, you decided to want to give them a tip. DoorDash has given that made that option available to the customers, and very great for us to be able to now receive those tips on the back end now. Before, it was just like they tipped you before or they didn't. I think there was another way that they could tip, but it was kind of a really difficult, in-depth process, so it wouldn't happen very often. Somebody really had to go out of their way to be able to tip you. So with that said, I'm going to be showing you guys these screenshots of the order that I placed, and it's going to show you the once the order was assigned and the person was on the way to pick it up. And then after that, I'm going to show you the actual screenshot of after he delivered it, and it's still going to show that add tip button. So you guys, I can't stress this enough. Do the best you can. Once you've accepted the order, do the best you can to please the customer. Play the game. I don't care how you look at it. Some people just don't have the niceness in them to be this way, but at the end of the day, this is your money, and I'm going to do another video showing you exactly what I mean in terms of my customer service, and you're going to see how much tips it is that I get, I believe, because of my customer service. So bear with me while I put that video together. It's also going to be a video that I'm going to show you from what I've made this week already, and you'll be amazed at the amount that I've made thus far. Not that it's a crazy amount, but just showing my base money and my tips that I get is going to be crazy when you see it or whatever it is. And I think it's partially because of my customer service. And then this is in regards to tips that I get. So stay tuned for that video. You will see the thumbnail come up or whatever it is. So like all my videos, try to make them entertaining, try to get you guys to see exactly what your boy C Moto is going through while he is driving. If I can speak in the third person. But a lot of people are not concerned, but a lot of people wonder like my driving and stuff. And like I said, the way that I am come my driving is I make recordings in between when I can. I'm just not the guy that's just gonna do a lot of on-site recording like while I'm driving. Like, it's just, I'm gonna do it, but it's just too much. It's just too much for me to invest in terms of just showing you things that we all do. It's like, okay, Corey went to McDonald's to pick up whatever order. He walked back to his car. He went and took it to the address that it said take it to. It's like we all know how this works or whatever it is. So it's like every now and then, if there's some kind of extreme order or something like that, or if there's something that somebody wants to see, like, I don't mind doing it, but just like, I don't want to become boring in the sense. So I feel it's more beneficial to provide you guys with info and tips and tricks on how to make more money. We all know how to get out here and just DoorDash. We all know how to get out here and dash. Like, it's nothing special about that. I mean, unless it's something special that you do while you're dashing, and some people might have that or whatever. So I'm not saying that everybody's boring, but I just feel like I can't invest that deep of time because it would slow me down. The one thing that I will push to you guys, when you do this job, you need to be as fast and as quick as you can. That is a big key, believe it or not. As fast as you can. I will always stress that. Not as fast as me or the next person, but just as fast as you can, and in the most safe way possible, of course. And that's just from driving to getting out and getting the order from the restaurants, to driving and getting out and getting the order to the door of the customer at that point. I mean that in all aspects, as fast as you can, because you have to understand, the quicker you pick up the order and get it dropped off, the quicker you can be back on the market to get the next order. If you take your time lollygagging around to pick up your orders and you drive extremely slow, and if you just drive slow, I don't even want to get into that. Like, if that's just your driving style, that's your driving style. But if just overall, if you're just a really slow person in the sense, then you just won't have the maximum amount of money that you can possibly make if you were a little bit faster. So again, I know it's a touchy subject, I think, because not everybody can move fast. Some people may have handicaps. It just really all depends. But for the people that probably could put a little pep in their step, it's just something that I suggest that you guys do to help maximize your money, because while you've accepted an order and while you're on the delivery for that order, you cannot get any more added orders, no more stacked orders. You can't get any of it because you're already on your way and process with that customer. So the only time you get a stacked order is when you're in the middle of waiting for one other order, I generally will say, and you haven't confirmed that you've picked that order up yet. So just do your best to get out there so you can get back on the market, get that signal to DoorDash that you're available and ready to take on the next order, and that is it. But like I said, I just want to do this video as a follow-up just so you guys can see. I'm going to be sharing those couple of screenshots with you, and I will do a talk over just so you understand exactly what I'm saying. But it's pretty self-explanatory when you look at the screenshot itself. You'll just see add tip while it was during the order, and then you can see add tip after the order was dropped off. So like I said, that service you provide in between, at that point, you can call me kissing their butt. I don't care what you call me at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, if C-Moto is going home with a bunch of extra tips, I don't care, because it's just a bunch of words that I'm sending in a text message, generally speaking, to make the customer happy. And at the end of the day, that's the customer service part. So with that said, I will leave you guys here. I will be posting up another video or two tonight some point. I'll have to record them, so just bear with me. Look out for the video. Look out for the video about my base pay and my tips that I'm going to be putting out in a little bit. And this is just so you understand in my market where I'm coming from in terms of why I accept all my orders. I'm like 99, 100% accepting all my orders, and then so you can understand exactly why, and this will break it down to you. And it doesn't matter if it's the most amount of money I've made in the week. I just want to show you right now where I'm at in the middle. I mean, at this point in the week, I didn't do a lot of driving this week, but where I'm at, just to show you my base and my tips, it's amazing, or whatever it is. And then you can see how I climb up so far in the amount of money that I do make in a week's time when I do heavily drive. So with that said, I will leave it at that, people. Here's these screenshots real quick. I will talk to you people next time. Your boy C-Moto. Till next time, you know what it is. Peace out. Okay, here we go. So this is from the customer's perspective, from the customer side, being able to see that while picking up the order, you can continue to add tip. Then on this one is after the order has been completed, they can still add a tip. And this is just showing you that the customer tipped $31.61 and they still added another $5 after the delivery. And that's just crazy. You already tipped me $31.61, but because of my service, they added an extra $5. And additionally on this one, again, $2.50 customer tip, and they also added a $2 tip after. It's all service people. And that was just a text message that I personally got from them about it.